Hello my frugal friends, welcome back to our place for another extreme grocery budget challenge. This week I am giving myself $15 and I'm going to head to Woolies and see what I can pick up to feed myself for 5 days. Oh, and if we haven't had the chance to hang out before, my name is Nikki. I'm an Aussie mum and I love sharing all of the tips and tricks that have helped our family budget better, demolish all of our debt, skyrocket our savings, and still have heaps of frugal fun along the way. Now, today's video is another extreme grocery budget challenge video where I'm going to attempt to feed myself for 5 days on a very limited budget of $15. If you haven't checked out one of my other extreme grocery budget challenges before, I will link a little playlist down below so you can go and have a look at those ones. But today, instead of heading to Coles, which is where I've gone in the past, I'm going to head to Woolworths and see what I can find for $15. And as always, I really want to stress that our family are privileged enough to be able to go and buy whatever we would like to eat. I do want to stress that if you have clicked on today's video because you or somebody that you know is struggling with food insecurity, I urge you to reach out to the organisations in your community that are there to help. If you are in Australia and you don't know where to start looking, Ask Izzy is an Australian-based website that is designed to put people in need with services in their local community. And I do urge you to reach out and ask for help. All right, well, let's take our $15 and head to Woolies and see what we can find. Well, here is my receipt. We've come in just under $15 here today, $14.96, and this is everything that I picked up today for our little extreme grocery haul challenge. I picked up a 1 litre milk for $1.25. This is the UHT milk. You can pick up a fresh milk for a couple of cents more, $1.29 for the fresh milk, but I grabbed the UHT milk today. We've grabbed a 1 kilo bag of rice for $1.40. Grabbed some sour cream for $2.10. Frozen veggies, I've picked up a bag. It's a 500 gram bag of the sliced tri-coloured capsicums in the freezer section for $3, and I've picked up some spinach. This is 250 grams of chopped spinach for 95 cents. Quick oats for $1.40. This one is a 750 gram bag. Some spaghetti for 80 cents, 500 grams there. I did pick up a taco seasoning mix for $1. Some tomato paste. This is a 175 gram little tin for 80 cents. Some Mexican 3-bean mix for 80 cents. And I picked up an onion, a carrot, an onion, a carrot, and an apple. So the apple, these prices will change depending on how much they are, but today I picked up the apple for 67 cents, the onion for 41 cents, and the carrot for 38 cents. And that is everything that I'm going to use for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 5 days. All right, for breakfast, we are going to make some oats. We need to pick up some quick oats, some milk, and I was able to pick up 1 apple within our $15 budget. So if you already have quick oats on hand, or you've got some milk on hand, or maybe you've got one of the other ingredients, even including say the rice, then you may have a few extra dollars in your budget and you may be able to pick up some ground cinnamon. This one here is $1.90 from Coles, or you might be able to pick up some sugar. I included both of these in my $20 startup pantry video. I will link that up above so you can go and check that out. All the things I picked up to start a basic pantry for $20. And if you have those things, go ahead and grab those to use. If you don't have those things, then don't worry about it. This recipe will work without these things. These are added extras. Like I said, if you already have some quick oats on hand, I still have half a packet left from the last $15 extreme grocery budget challenge I did. Maybe you don't need to pick up the quick oats. Maybe you could pop a little bit extra towards some spices and start building up a spice supply. But we're going to jump in and we're going to do some apple oats. And if you have cinnamon, it's going to be cinnamon apple oats for breakfast. I started by dicing up my apple ready for the next 5 days. And I just kept it in a container in the fridge covered in some water. Covering it with the water will help to stop it from going brown. It will go a little bit brown in the fridge, but because I'm going to make porridge, I'm not too worried because I will be cooking these apples in with my oats. I decided to do my oats today in the microwave, and I just use half a cup of oats, half a cup of boiling water, and half a cup of milk. Mix that together, add in any additional flavorings. So today we're going to add our apples and some ground cinnamon. You can add a pinch of sweetener if you would like to do that as well. And then I just pop that in the microwave for 2 minutes. I like to give it a minute, stir it around, and then give it another minute, and it's usually good to go. If you'd like to cook your oats on the stove top, just do it the way that you normally do it at home. Or if you'd like to do overnight oats and soak your oats in the fridge and have a cold porridge in the morning, that would work really well as well. I like to top off my oats just with a little extra cinnamon, but that's completely optional as well. For our lunch, we're going to use half of this bag of tricolored capsicum. We're going to keep the other half for dinner. Our chopped spinach, some spaghetti, some tomato paste, and some sour cream to make a really simple spaghetti sauce. And once again, I have some optional extras, mixed herbs. Again, this was in the $20 pantry startup kit video. This is going to cost about $1.90 to grab a packet like this. And you can add that to the sauce, and maybe even just a crack of black pepper and some salt. But again, if you don't have these things, don't worry, this recipe is going to work perfectly fine without those. They are optional extras. This pasta dish is really quick and easy to pull together. We just want to pan fry our capsicum, and once they've had a couple of minutes, I like to pop in the frozen spinach, pop the lid on, and let those wilt down a little bit. While they are cooking, get the pasta started. Just cook that according to the packet directions. And once our veggies are soft, we're going to start mixing everything together. The next part is to make the sauce, and I'm going to use about 3/4 of the tomato paste and half of the sour cream. I do want to keep what's left for dinner and use those in another meal. And it's as simple as just mixing everything together to make a creamy sauce. One of the things I really like to do with my pasta sauces is to add a little bit of the pasta cooking water. That's going to help the sauce bind to the pasta. And of course, if you're using any additional ingredients, don't forget to pop them in at the same time. But that's pretty much everything you need to pull this sauce together. Once the pasta is cooked, I mix it all together in a big pot and then serve it into our containers. This will keep in the fridge for a couple of days, and it actually freezes really well as well. Now this batch actually made 6 serves of pasta. So I put 4 in the fridge and I had 1 the day of cooking, and Shan got to try a little bit as well. The other thing I had in my $20 pantry startup kit was some grated Parmesan cheese, which I also popped on top of my lunch, which just helped to finish this dish off. And for our last meal, we're going to need the white rice. Now, if you happen to already have some leftover rice from a previous extreme grocery budget challenge like me, then this will be enough to get you through. You won't need a whole packet. So you might be able to save yourself a little bit of money here by using up what you already have on hand in your pantry. And if that's the case, you can throw an extra couple of dollars towards some spices or something else you would like to include in your little grocery haul. But for today, we're going to need our white rice, the leftover half a packet of the tricolour capsicums, our 3-bean mix. This is going to be a rice and beans dish. Our onion that we picked up, 1 very large carrot, the taco seasoning mix, which is going to pull this all together, and the leftover sour cream and the small bit of tomato paste that we saved. This is probably about somewhere between 1/4 and 1/3 of the tomato paste that was left over from lunch. Dinner is a Mexican inspired beans and rice dish. So I'm going to start by dicing the onion, getting that into a hot pan and browning that off a little bit before throwing in the leftover capsicum and cooking those veggies all together. While they're cooking, I rinsed off the beans until all of the bubbles disappear and then popped them in on top, mixing everything together, and I just let those cook off to the side for about 5 minutes while I got the carrot ready. Then I took everything out of the pan and just popped the grated carrot in with the taco seasoning and 1 cup of water. I let those cook together for about 5 minutes before I added in the leftover tomato paste. That was about 1.5 tablespoons, and then I filled that little tin with water and popped that in as well. Mixed everything together to make a thick taco seasoned sauce, then mixed all the veggies together and let that cook while I cooked the rice. So I cooked up 1.5 cups of white rice according to the packet directions, which was enough for our 5 meals. Once again, I dished up some into some containers that are going to go into the fridge and 1 for that night. And this was really yummy. It made a large servings. And the only thing I had to do was top each one off with a little bit of sour cream. So I only used half the sour cream in the pasta dish, which meant there was enough to pop on our rice dish. Well, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time here with me today at our place. I hope you enjoyed today's video and maybe found a couple of new ideas that you might try at your place to save a couple of dollars. As always, if you did enjoy today's video, if you could please give it a thumbs up, I really do appreciate that. It lets me know the kind of content you guys are enjoying and what you would like to see more of. And if you would like to see more videos like this and you haven't already subscribed, I do hope you consider hitting that little red button down below so you can be notified when my new videos come out. Well, I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and I do hope to see you in my next video. Until then, take care, my friends. Bye!